hero in training. His name is Izuku Midoriya, studying in Class 1A. Also, he is kind of scary. You see, the comments made by previous users who dated him. Many more statements, such as, were presented. You scrolled further onto the page, reading reviews about this person's experience. He's cute and all, not to mention muscular, but I felt quite unease when I was around him. Maybe it's because of his sight, I don't know. He's great for someone who wants a partner to knowledgeable in smallest details for their life. Personally, I don't feel comfortable, but I'm sure he's a good person. Maybe he's just stressed. Maybe that's the reason why he's always so worried. You had managed to stumble across a special dating app called UA Dating Sim. It wasn't an official novel game that you had expected it to be. It was very much similar to real-life dating apps. You found this particular boy to be attractive, so you decided to click on his profile. You wanted to give the poor guy a chance since everyone just called it off with him. So you contacted the makers of the app and made your request. You thought you had heard hesitance in their voice, but you shrugged it off. You weren't sure why they're doing all this, but you just wanted to. Here you are, waiting for said person to come and meet you at a cafe. You were kind of looking nervous, reading the reviews on this guy, and steadily overwhelmed you. Although you tried to dismiss the thought, you had begun to regret your decision for some reason. Consumed by your thinking, it takes you the last few good minutes to notice a new customer. Peeking your head, you see the exact same guy looking around nervously. You waved your hand quickly, grabbing his attention. And after he stops at the table, he shyly asks, are you Yin? You smiled and hesitantly nodded your head. Yes, that's me. It's nice to meet you, you said, watching as he took a seat. It's nice to meet you as well. I'm Izuku Midoriya. Thank you so much for choosing me. I'm Yin Lin, and it's no problem at all. You spoke, making eye contact. He smiled, looking down for a moment. You could see him blush, suddenly avoiding to meet your eyes. The day with Izuku went by very quickly. You did not understand why the reviews were so bad when he wasn't all that dislikable. He was shy but kind, very nervous, determined, and kind of funny. You weren't disappointed at all. At least that was the case for a few days. Yin, school is killing me, your younger friend exclaimed, her head face down, arms circled around her skull. You grinned, preparing to speak. Everyone else has to go through that era. You got this, kiddo. I'm not a kid. We only have 1 year of a difference between us, she said, pouting her cheeks. Are you JJ because I'm older than you? No, of course not. Why would I be jealous? Of course you don't have to be a tsundere. As the both of you continued your conversation, you suddenly interrupted, had you both slipping out of your seats, looking up to see who had called you out. You're surprised even more. Oh, hey, Izuku, what are you doing here? You asked, watching him as near as both of you. Just came to see you, but it looks like you're busy. Disappointed and evident in his voice, your lips slowly tugged down. Yeah, sorry, but you can join us if you like. His eyes lit up, hesitantly agreeing, before taking a seat beside you. He introduced himself to your friend, and she seemed to like him. There wasn't anything wrong until your friend brought up the topic of leaving soon. I better get going in. Gotta take the bus home, she said, packing your items in her bag. What? Why so soon? We barely talked. You suddenly feel your hand being squeezed by Izuku. That was oddly bold of him. You give him a glance, awfully confused as to why he suddenly held your hand. I know, but I have to. Oh, okay then. Be safe, you said, seeing her as she walked out of the restaurant. Focusing on your boyfriend, you noticed him smiling at your way. This didn't happen once, but many more times. He would nudge your side or hesitantly hold your hand, as if to say, don't say yes, don't agree to whatever is offered by your friend. It was quite strange. He would call you 24/7 to ask you how you were, though you were certain he had classes when he did contact you. It was very sweet of him at first, but suddenly grew obvious. To the point you feared to hear your ringtone. So one day you decided to break things off with him, not because of the constant ignorations or anything like that. The stress you were trying to maintain your life was pulling up. You needed some time to recover. You requested him to come to your house when he had free time this week, and when the time did come to let him know, you suddenly unable to finish. I know this is sudden, but let's break up, you said, looking down at your cup of warm tea/coffee. A breakup? Why, I thought it's not because I don't like you anymore. It's just some time. Sorry. You politely tried to say, just so he wouldn't feel bad, but gazing at his horrified face made you think otherwise. He remained quiet, suggesting to comprehend the situation in a positive manner. His green eyes were wide, his hair disheveled, and the droplets of sweat kept falling down from his forehead. You gulped, feeling horrible. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to let you go. What if you start liking someone else? I don't think I'll be able to handle seeing you with someone who's not me. I love you, Yin. I really do. Please don't break up with me. Then, aback by his remark, you stared at him, midly shocked, thinking through your words. You're going to be a pro here, Izuku. I feel like I would be an obstacle in your way, or it's best to break up for the time being. You tried reasoning, but you doubt it would help. No, you're not. I never loved someone this much. I don't think I'll be able to move on. Please, let's think through this properly. Look, Izuku, I understand, but please, no. If you understand, then you have to let go of the thoughts of leaving me. No one can love you like I do. Izuku, you're the one not understanding here. Bursting into tears, Izuku gritted his teeth, breathlessly and hyperventilating. Why? What did I do to deserve this? He cried, sobbing miserably. Stop making me feel guilty, Izuku. I promise that it'll be only for some time. I'm not breaking things off with you forever. Is it because I'm not handsome like the other men? Is it because I'm not tall enough? Tell me, please. I'll do anything to fix it. No, Izuku, you're taking this in a negative way. You're amazing the way you are. Then, just give me some time, Izuku. Please. Some of the things Izuku said had stuck into your mind, reminding you of the problem you had developed every single day of your life. You weren't sure how to handle this situation. As you were finishing up with your task of studying, you stretched your arms, trying to relieve. I'm so sorry, fellow, yawning. Trying to relieve the stiffness in your joints. Yawning, you looked up, looking at the window. As you were, a thump heard outside your house. Swiftly turning around, you tried to figure out where the noise came from. Then a couple soft footsteps resounds in your spare room. Alarmed, you tried to find your bat, but with no luck. It was in the lounge. Hearing someone approach your room, you hesitantly turned to hide, but there wasn't enough time grabbing a somewhat sharp object. At the last moment, you fearfully waited for the person to show themselves. What do you see next? Showed you the bones. Yin? What? You're supposed to be asleep, Izuku said, eyeing your frantic eyes. What are you doing here? I thought I had told you to give me some time, Izuku. I didn't want to be away from you. I wanted to see how you were doing, he replied, suddenly inching closer. This is too much, Izuku. Please leave right now. But I won't be able to be with you then. I don't want that. Please, let me help you. No, stop. Don't come any closer. You don't have to be scared of me, Yin. I know this is scary, but I didn't have any other choice. Only you and I are meant to be. You understand that, right? Stop. Stop. Don't come near me. It's okay, Yin. You don't have to be worried now. I said to you to stop. What part of it can't you understand? I'll report you to the police if you even come an inch closer to me. The remark had managed to woken up your neighbors. Fortunately, they called the cops before you even had the chance. Although Izuku escaped, you were glad you weren't kidnapped. That's the reason he came to your place. You will never date anyone online. Not after that.